Welcome to another video. Just wanted to say thank you all for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, check out the Patreon, and I'll see you all in the intro. We are doing another video on green-white Heliod, one of the best decks in the format that used to be around. So this deck was probably tier 1, the deck to beat until Modern Horizons 2 came out, and kind of the issue that happened with this deck is it didn't gain anything from Modern Horizons 2. As you can tell, I don't think there's a single Modern Horizons card in the main deck. We have one in the sideboard. I think that's it. Yeah, we have two Sanctifiers. It just really didn't gain that much, and with the addition of Dress Down being in the format, that's one of the biggest cards that really mess up this combo. And the combo is Heliod Suncrown, which is a creature. If you can read it, it says whenever you gain a life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, and then you can pay 2 to give another target creature lifelink. So you have 2 infinite combos in the deck. One being Spike Feeder, where this enters with 2 +1/+1 counters. You remove one, you gain 2 life, you put a +1/+1 on it with Heliod, essentially gaining you infinite life. So a deck that can't beat infinite life cannot win. Walking Ballista is infinite damage. If it has 2 +1/+1 counters on it and you give it lifelink, it can shoot something. It gains the life because it has lifelink. You get a +1/+1 counter on it. That's infinite life, infinite damage. Fantastic. So the nice thing about this deck is that Collected Company can allow you to hit Heliod and Spike Feeder, instant speed, infinite life. Very awesome, very sweet combo. Also, it's just like a mini value deck, right? We have Ranger Captain of Eos, which is a 2-for-1. We have a Thraben Inspector to go grab in the sideboard or in the main deck, so it can get you a little bit of value. You can also grab your Arbor Elves. Can also grab Walking Ballista. I do like when you have like a little bit of a package, but this is a list that Kessig, one of my Patreons, recommended to play. So shout out to Kessig for shouting out, for basically making us play this list. And yeah, we have a bunch of other stuff that, you can have miscellaneous stuff with Conclave Mentor. A nice thing is this puts additional +1/+1 counters. And Spike Feeder is a fun card where you can pay 2 life and remove a counter, and then put a +1/+1 on it again. And then now it comes with 2 counters instead of 1 because Conclave gives an additional, basically a hard scales effect. So it's definitely a fun card to have these weird beatdown plans where you're like, essentially paying 2 mana to give your creature +1/+1, and then you also have Gabbing Township, which 5 mana essentially. You get to pump your whole team by 2 or by 1, and then Auriok Champion, a really good card, just as a pro black and red creature, really good against Ragavan. So I'm definitely curious to see how this deck pans out. I'm definitely curious to see if we end up hitting a 5-0, or if we kind of struggle and see the lack of Modern Horizons cards in this deck. So anyways, folks, I hope you all liked the video, and I will see you all in the first match. We are here for the first match where we're on the play. We have an Olander, PogChamp. And then we have an interesting hand. I think I'm going to keep this. It's definitely slow, but this hand's so slow. So this is actually a fun story. This is one of the decks I used to play quite a bit. I still think this is one of the better decks, but again, that hand's just so bad. All right, at least this hand has lands, right? Let's put back Verdant and Pendlehaven, or man, it's probably Gabney Township. But all right, let's play our Pendlehaven. Probably confuse them a tad bit, but yeah, no, this is a deck that I used to really enjoy playing. I played it quite often, and I think this deck was it was probably the best deck by a mile until the whole Valky thing came out, and then it was a little sketchy to say the least. And then it became, once that got banned, I think it was the top deck. Even when Valky was around, I still think this deck was very good, the Cascade Valky deck. The problem is Valky could beat Infinite Life. If they couldn't beat Infinite Life, then it would have been a lot better, but this is one of my favorite decks to play, and I just think it's really fun. And I mean, some people kind of disagree, and I kind of get the point. It's not fun getting Infinite Lifed, but it happens. There's worse things to have happen, right? Like Ragavan, shit like that. And I'm jamming. I know that they could have Counterspell up here, but they could also not have Counterspell up, so I don't know. I think we're supposed to jam. I think we are supposed to jam. And if like they're counterspelling this, then maybe Collected Company resolves next turn. Let's... We up against Living End? I'd love to be up against Living End. Living End's probably one of our better matchups, honestly. Especially main deck. Yeah, okay, we are. The reason this matchup's so good is because we just have 4 Ranger Captain Vioses in the main. And if you don't know, that card is absurdly fucking good against Living End. So, definitely happy with that. See what we're doing here. View sideboard. We also have a pretty decent sideboard against them, right? We just have 3 Rest in Peace. This is this. Creatures, non-creature spells with X. Okay, no. Gaddock T doesn't do anything. So if they have Force Negation, you're effed, right? Yeah. And I don't think we play around it. We can't really because they can just hold it up on their turn. So if they have Force Negation, we can concede probably. Yep, okay. Are we dead? 13. I guess we can top. Yeah, the problem is they just like they got to go first here, so that's okay. I have Endurance main. Okay, so this is more of the I think this is more of the tempo deck, so they're probably on what's the 4-drop? Subtlety and stuff like that. Valakut Awakening? Oh my. That's in their deck? That's very interesting. Definitely up against a weird Living In strategy, not gonna lie. But target permanent. Probably gonna bring in Rest in Peace, and I think that's about it. Alright, well we have 2 draw steps to find either a Spike Feeder, or I guess we should fetch, right? Then our deck. Then our deck. Am I right or am I wrong? Spike Feeder. Nope. Nope. Negative. It's actually funny. If we would have top decked a Walking Ballista, we also would have won. Because of Pendlehaven, you can put it on. The way Pendlehaven works is actually, this is like something that's like very rarely comes up, but Pendlehaven might seem like a weird one, but you can play Walking Ballista as a 1/1, activate Pendlehaven, and then activate Heliod, and then you can remove the +1/+1 counter, and it's still it's a base 1/2 at that point because it gets +1/+2 at that point from the Pendlehaven. So that's like a fun little interaction that you can do with that card. And it's, you know, it's kind of hard to see the first time you play the deck, but I play this deck way too much. I really enjoyed the list. Okay, so we definitely want Rest in Pieces. I think we can get rid of the Oriox, and probably the Skyclaves are actually worse than the Oriox. I'm thinking, honestly, Vectors. Sure. Alright, well, we just want a decently fast hand where our basically our game plan revolves around one of 2 things, either Ranger Captain of Eos or Rest in Peace, like one of the 2 resolving. We just need that on the battlefield. And you're kind of, maybe you're wondering why Veil of Summer, but, you know, getting around Force Negation sometimes is, I don't know how Channel works with the Sky Turtle. I don't think it has a color source, but I'm actually kind of curious if the return target permanent on that line, like, is that a blue-green activated ability? I don't think it will be, but bro, like, what is our hands, man? Hand's so good, but we just can't keep it. Alright. This hand's fine, I guess. Put back Oriok, Beseju. Just like kind of frustrating that we've just drawn no lands. They have a Force Negation. I'm going to freaking cry. Don't you dare force negation me. Thank flippin' God. Alright, Ranger Captain of Eos. Please. But they could have Force of Vigor. That would not be that bad, though. I think we're gonna grab Arbor Elf. Oh, never mind. We're gonna grab... Yeah, we're gonna grab Walking Ballista. Yeah, this is definitely this is the subtlety deck. I'm convinced. I am convinced. Let's see. Double cycle. Alrighty. Yay! Let's grab ourselves a Walking Ballista. God, this card's so good for multiple reasons. But like also it just like when you sack it then it comes back the next time, so it's like really nice to chain these. Alrighty. Give me a land. Hallelujah. Yeah, we'll definitely attack. I think upkeep we're collected company, so let's grab. I'm gonna shock here, I think. I don't think our life total is really gonna matter. Rather killing us or not, right? Rather killing us or not. Might as well as upkeep this too. Because would rather play around force negation if given the possibility. I don't know if they'd still play it, to be honest. But there's always a chance that they could be playing it. Coco, give us some hits, please. Second Ranger would be probably GG. But we'll see. But yeah, that's... Well, actually, if we get Auriok plus Heliod, don't we just win? Yeah, we do. Because we can just play this Ballista for one. I guess this is the correct call. Yes, +1/+1 on Auriok. Alrighty. Yeah, because we can just put Walking Ballista in for X = 1. It's a ETB, it'll gain a life. And yeah, game over. Game over. Let's play. Let's fetch here, I guess. Matters. Forest. Play our Walking Ballista. And Pendlehaven even would have had, like, even... Actually, I guess... Well, we didn't know we were drawing the land, but, like, even without it, we were winning this game. Okay. Back Ranger Captain. Okay. If they have a subtlety in their hands, then they can delay it for a turn. But that's really it. Also curious to see what their list looks like. Subtlety 1. 1 subtlety. Yeah. Okay. And then just to show you this, that it does work, I'm going to give this lifelink just as like a little heads up of something you can do. Like, I know it's going to get the +1/+1 anyway, but I just like to show that that is a possibility. Save targets, auto yield. I'm also going to hold control. And, oh, it doesn't matter. We only have to click this 9 times. I only have to click through this 9 times, so you all can watch me, I guess. Yay! Ping them down, ping them down. Does not take very long. This is the easier way. The worst way is when you have infinite life, and it just kind of sucks when your opponent makes you click to, like, oh, I gained 2 million life or whatever, and just doesn't really matter. It's just like, all right. I mean, the most I've ever had to click to, I remember it was in a PTQ when this was the best deck, and that's what I was playing. And I think I got like top 16 in it online. And I decided to just like, my opponent was like, yeah, I'll trust you. But it was game 3, and like I had like 19 minutes left on my clock. So I was like, fuck it. I'm literally just gonna gain. I went to like 1,200 and like had 5 minutes left, and I'm like, okay, just to make sure, because I think at that point I was undefeated or something. But I just, better safe than sorry, right? So I was just that's what I did, and yeah, that's the highest I've ever had to click. It's just, trust me, it's a lot of freaking clicks. Because Spike Feeder, sadly, it does not. I don't think it allows you to like. I don't know. I think it's like you just maybe it does allow you to save. I guess it does allow you to save targets, but it's just a lot of clicking. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next game if they're gonna take a while. So, all right, they finally readied up. I'm gonna keep my opener. Definitely very good. The Veil of Summer is not the best, but maybe I shouldn't have had Veil on the draw. But it does stop quite a few things. Oh, that was actually a very good draw. So I'm curious if I'm supposed to slam Rest in Peace. I'm assuming that they have a way to deal with it, but I'm not sure. God, please evoke Grief and let me Veil of Summer. Okay. So sad. All right, well, if they have a force negation, we could be losing this game. So let's just not have it, please. But our hand has shaped out pretty good, pretty decently fast, like, clock here. We have force negation. Kind of comes down to that. God damn. Okay, well, they got rid of the Waker of Waves. I do kind of wish I could have, had a, whatchamacallit, Veil, but maybe I should have waited. But the problem is that they go Curator there, then like we're in like a really awkward spot. Okay, they definitely don't have another land, for sure. Okay, we can beat this. I think this like fair living end is not going to be the end all be all, but definitely going to be in a slightly awkward position, because how much are they attacking for? A decent chunk here. But then, well, we'll see how it goes. Maybe this Veil Summer should be something else. I'm thinking what? There's nothing lame. Maybe Skyclave, but that's really about it. Wait, when did they put 2 Street Race in the book? I must have missed that, but I think we're in a lot worse of a position, because I thought they only had 1 for some reason. But I'm 100% playing Spike Feeder here. 1,000%, because that gives us the most outs here. How much are they attacking for? 3, 6, 10, 12. We can even like probably buy ourselves a turn. Yeah, if we go like Conclave, Mentor, Ballista, we can probably buy ourselves another turn. Maybe. Not so sure of that. Actually, we die to a. They have 12 damage. No, we don't die to a Violent Outburst. I was like, oh, we're just dead to a Violent Outburst now. Yeah, so if we go Enclave, Mentor, Ballista, we can go block here, Ballista down this, block Mentor here. Take 4. Oh, alright. Not dead. We have some. Oh, we'll go to 1 basically. Then we'll have spike feeders to kind of hold down the fort here. Not hold down the fort, but attempt to hold down the fort. So if we just top deck, yeah, if we top deck a Heliod, we win. Assuming they don't have any interaction. If they just pass here and we draw a collected company, the real question is, do we want to play around another force negation? I don't know. It's actually kind of a tough one because it really comes down to whether or not we can buy ourselves another turn. They can have something that bounces one of our creatures, like a Colossus Sky Turtle. There's a lot of factors that could be bad for us. I don't know what they're doing thinking. They probably have a Colossus Sky Turtle. Okay. Guess we're gonna grab a green. Here. Conclave. Ballista. Buys us in turn. Well, shit. Here we are. Can we do anything else? Well, I'm trying to think if we can kill one of their creatures somehow, other than Shardless. We go like block, block. There's no way. This is the only line. Alright, Heliod or bust. Heliod collected company. I'm gonna go to 3. Yeah, okay. I mean, oh, we're still in it. This is the great part about this deck. You just have these like oops I win combos, right? They're pretty exciting to draw to sometimes. Another spike feeder. Does that give us time? Assume not, but figure out the blocks. If we go block, gain 1, 2, this is 4. No, they just have a subtlety. It doesn't even matter. The subtlety does matter. All right, they got us. They got us because this is like Aether Gust, so Veil of Summer doesn't do anything. So I will see you all in the next match. We're getting into match number 2, and we just cannot keep a 7, can we? All right. Best hand we've had by a country freaking mile. We'll keep this bad boy. Put back Thraben Inspector. All right. Look at that. We actually got a decent hand. A decent 6. It doesn't have the combo, but... Oh, man. Is this Dredge? Flame. Uh-oh. Elementals? I assume so, but... Kind of weird to play that in the dark. Fails to find an elemental. Just playing it as an X1. Gotcha. Definitely one of the strangest plays I have seen in a while. I feel like lately I've been having really fucking weird plays happen on my games. Like just very bizarre things that just don't typically happen. I don't know why I feel like that. I might be wrong, but Harmonic Prodigy. Oh, this is the Shaman deck, I guess. Yeah, we are going to fetch. Oh, jeez, this is lagging a little bit. We are 100% playing Skyclave here, bopping your Harmonic Prodigy. That'd be kind of cool if it like triggered, like if you played this in Skyclave and it triggered twice and just exiled 2 things. I bet you that works with, I wonder if there's, like, Reflector Mage? That'd be kind of cool. I'm not sure if it's a wizard, but that would be kind of interesting. Things that I think about. I mean, not it really wouldn't be that good, I don't think, but see what they grab. Foundation Breaker. Interesting. I was gonna say collected company. That is not a collected company. All right, this is my favorite time. Is when we just have Conclave Mentor and just like a raw dogged Heliod. It's just this is the fun time. This is where champions are made. It's just like this is like one of my favorite things to do. It's just the shitty beatdowns that are very good against decks. Okay, no collected company. Rage for actually a pretty damn good card. I don't think I'm blocking because I'd rather hold back and like make them trade with a Skyclave because I don't want to kill either of these. We also just have a bunch of outs to straight up win the game currently, so that would be cool. We have a lot of good draws, so any of those would be greatly appreciated. So we know their hand is what? This Rage Forger and no, it's Foundation Breaker and a mystery card. That's not collected company. Collected company. Back with Skyclave. Blocks. Gated, and then we pump and lifelink. Put our Conclave Mentor to a 4/4. And we are looking pretty shabby. Now they have no good attacks. Next turn we can attack with a 4/4. And yep, they scooped. I think they saw the writing on the wall. I mean, not gonna lie. Wow, okay. Probably we're gonna win that game, but we were not drawing very well. Alright, we've only seen red cards out of their deck, so Sanctifier. I guess we saw they're red-green, so anything that's pro-red's probably good. Grave Inspector, not good. Kind of feels like it's just a race that Skyclave is not the best. Honestly, I'm thinking I just want to take these Skyclaves out and just like play Path. Seems like it's just a race, and this is more mana efficient, and that could be wrong. But I think this is such a good matchup that I just don't even think Skyclave is worth having. Okay. Alright, this hand's fine, I guess. Keep it, for sure. I'll put back Besage You. It's just, like, kind of frustrating. Our hands have been, like, absolutely awful. And I feel like it hasn't even been, like, a certain thing that's been bad. It's just all around just horrible. Horrible hands. At least we get to turn 2 Heliod. We can turn 2 win this game if we top deck a, let's see, okay. Harmonic Prodigy, terrifying. Common. This is like an awkward, I mean, you only get to put one thing on top, so. It'd be kind of cool if you got to stack your deck, but you don't. Rage Forger ×2. Alright. Ugh. So sad. Alright, good news is we have a decent amount of outs. So we have 2 draw steps to find what? A Spike Feeder. We can top deck a collected company and win the game. Oh my god. We're going for the Gusto. Alright, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really change much. We have a turn, right? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, that's badass. Exalted triggers 3 times. Okay, yeah. No, we are 1,000% dead next turn. We have figured that out. We are 1,010% dead. That is not an out. Is that an out? I mean, I guess. As I said, I am happy to have Path here. We Path the Rage Forger. Whether yes, these things are only gonna be like 3/3s. Yeah, we definitely given ourselves another turn here. Trigger, trigger, trigger. We're not dead this turn. I want them to begin combat for sure. We can Path the Rage Forger, and oh, and well, yeah. I mean, I guess let's be honest here. Does chump blocking with this Arbor Elf give us another turn, or like, does it do anything for us? I don't think so. No, if they just attack with that, does it? No. Okay. 7. I mean, actually, you might be able to block next turn and buy yourself another turn. Because we can gain 2 block here, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're at 5. Right? I mean. Alright! I mean, yeah. Yeah. Selected company. Spike feeder, spike feeder. Let's go, baby! Let's go! Save targets, auto yield. Bang. Let's go! We drew a good card! Look at that! Alright. I will see you all in match number 3. We are on the play for match number 3. With hold a good hand. A good hand. Look at that, folks. We are going places. Going up. We're going up in the world. So we can, yeah, I mean, good hand. Good hand. We didn't have to mulligan. That's all I'm happy about. That's all I'm happy about. Honestly, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. We're not mulliganing. I hate mulligan. I think mulliganing is one of my least favorite things to do in Magic. It sucks. If you say it doesn't, then you're just lying to yourself because it sucks. Right? This is like a pending, maybe? Looks like it. Oh, a gent. Bro, what? Bro, what? Huh? Are we skyclaving that? Probably not. Yeah, definitely not. Let's deploy to the board. Conclave Mentor, Arbor Elf. Let's go. Let's go. I'd rather kill something more important. I don't know what that would look like, but maybe this is Hammer? Ah, it is. Okay, Hammer should probably be a buy. Well, I think we just, again, deploy to the board. It's Conclave Mentor plus Skyclave Apparition this turn. Skyclave, your Pure Steel. Play here, attack here. Should be a pretty easy matchup. I mean, it's definitely going to depend on whether or not we hit something good here with this Coco, but we have used all of our mana every turn, so, I mean, we've been very mana efficient. Let's say that. Let's say that, for the very least. Another Pure Steel. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to company. Unless we hit something. I think that's actually better, but it's kind of rough, but definitely better. I think it's safer. We can just go on the bad beats plan here. And next turn, just collected company. I mean, we have definitely curved out in a very meaningful and efficient way, and I'm happy about that. This has been the best hand we've had all night by like a country mile. Down forge, okay. Next turn we're attacking for quite a bit of damage. We can even having Shadow Spear, interesting. And that's a good draw. That is not a bad draw. Guess it's Heliod. Skyclave? Okay. Guess we'll take the... Honestly, I think it's the Springleaf Drum. Deny them mana. And then we can just pump up something huge here. I think we pump all of it onto the Skyclave, honestly. Just make this into a 5/5. We have 2 5/5s back. And I highly doubt they can win from here. Let's go. Easy work, light work from them, or from us. So what's good in this matchup? Probably Path. And that's probably it, realistically. Auriok Champion's just bad here. Yeah, I think that's actually probably the easiest sideboarding I've had in a while. Just take that out for that. And yeah, I'll see you all in the match. We're into game 2, and we're looking at our 7 here. I think this is just a mulligan. Doesn't really get off the ground. Doesn't do anything powerful. I actually think this hand's better. We have a Beseiju to interact if we need to. Actually, we should play this. Yeah, we can interact if we need to with Beseiju. It's not great, but at least it is some interaction. I know we had a spell, or we had a path in that other hand, but that path alone was fine, but it didn't have something where we get to like go over the top essentially. And this is like, this has our win con in it, so this hand's definitely much better in my opinion. Let's see what our opponents. Hopefully it's not an if this hand loses to explosive hands. I mean, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Hopefully it doesn't though. Hopefully they play. Hopefully they play. Well, they've been really slow, and there's probably I would say there's probably gonna be a lot of cuts during this game, but Ethane Needle, fuck. Probably name Spike Feeder. That's usually what I like to name. Yeah. Good thing we have Skyclave Apparition for that. Good news is we have an answer to that currently. See what's going on. I don't have any plays anyway, so I'm gonna eat yogurt. Like an absolute stud. Blue green. Ooh. Ooh, a piece of candy. That's a good draw. Alright. I'm just gonna Heliod. Turn 3. A reality chip though. Things get scary with reality chip. This card's really fucked up. Guess we should Beseiju it, right? I think so. We already have a land drop lined up here. I think we just get the Heliod and then company the following turn. This is like hoping that we draw a land, but confident that we will. This is like kind of a time walk. It's almost a time walk. It's not like completely a time walk, but I think that play is uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Okay. We could just pop the Cigar's Aid. This has been in their hand. They don't have a hammer. They would have played a hammer if they had it already and just put us on a fast clock. No reason to do anything here. Take a sip. Not even worried. Sipping on my water. I had to get a snack halfway through the league. You know how it be. 3 mana? 4 mana? I'm ready to get. Oh, is this a March? That'd be very annoying, actually. Please don't be a prismatic ending. Okay. Woo! As like opponent, please, for the love of God, don't prismatic ending that. Ooh, Beseiju. Yeah, let's just company now. Alright, Heliod, Ranger. We just have lethal next turn. Yes. Walking Ballista. We have land plus Pendlehaven. As I said, this is a combo killer. A fun fact that does give us the win. So we will sack this Ranger in our upkeep and go for victory. Wait, don't we know they have Shadow Spear? No, they grabbed that last turn. We sack this, can we lose? No. Sack it. I don't want to lose to Double Hammer. We have the win lined up here. Their last card in hand is March, whatever. I'm content losing to March. March is definitely less likely to be in their hand than another hammer. I'm assuming they play 4 hammers, and I'm assuming they don't play 4 Marches in their sideboard. So, and I'm going to go for the win. Alright. Go for the dub. Save targets, auto yield. Alrighty, looks like we got there. Nope. I love that this has come up twice now where this Pendlehaven just wins us the game. I mean, it didn't come up the first time, realistically, but this time it did. Like, GG's. Alright, let's get our life gain going. And that's the game. I'll see you all in match number 3. See y'all there. We're here for match number 4, and I'm going to keep this hand. It's a little risky, but the draw is a mana source, and they don't kill our Arbor Elf, which are a lot of things working together. We're in a good spot. Uh-oh. It's the combo deck versus the combo deck. Who is better? Funnily enough, we are typically better in this matchup. It really does come down to who goes first. It's their first. They're definitely favored here, but usually we are the better of the combo decks, because our combo actually wins the game, whereas theirs does not actually. Just like they can't beat our combo because they can't beat Infinite Life, right? Because they can only do stuff based on how much life they have, whereas we can just go for days on days. I think we just go Skyclave here, pop their mana early. I think what this matchup comes down to is who can accelerate faster to their combo, and deny them ramp, I think, is definitely nice. They have a grist that sucks, but so be it. I think we will definitely go for a Coco if we draw a land. If we don't, fine. Draw a land. Actually, we could just pop the here. Pop the pop. Actually kind of tough, right? I think I'm going to go Conclave Mentor into Walking Ballista. Maybe I shouldn't have done this, but I think this is actually not that bad of a play. Again, Mana Denial is on the battlefield. Their deck is very consistent of mana dorks, and removing their creatures is somewhat relevant, so missed a 2-point attack there. Don't think it's going to be relevant. Does not come down to really racing. Although their life total is relevant, so yeah, I probably should have. Like, have a land. F. 2. Oh, man. Guess we should down. Yeah, maybe we should. We're in an awkward spot. I mean, their hand had to be land. It's not. Had to be land and land plus Ogmoth, and I was content with like that having to be their last 2 cards. Maybe I shouldn't have been. I thought that we had to get the opportunity anyways to Collected Company here next turn. We might. They might kill our elf though. Are they killing our Sky? Yeah, kind of makes some sense. Alright, well, we need to draw land. I've messed this game up horribly. I can accept that I messed it up. We do win if we get the combo here. Rayok Champion's so good, but yep, they got us. I think I fucked up. I think I fucked up. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. So we definitely want Rest in Peace here. That's actually it. Because I don't want Thraven. Skyclave's good. Like, maybe we want to trim Peter Clave. Rest in Peace is definitely a good card against them. I mean, it's not game over, but I think it's good enough. Just denies a lot of their value plays. Sanctifier is not very good though. Doesn't much. Oriok is actually kind of insane against them, which is why we're pretty good against them. Kind of upset that we lost that game. I should have. That's awkward, right? Because if we go for the Collected Company and we don't find a way to remove the Birds of Paradise, like I think we're by playing Walking Ballista, I don't think that's actually the bad play, because I mean, if their hand's exactly Yawgmoth lands, like we lose, whatever. Okay, this hand's utterly nuts. This is like the actual nuts. This hand's so good. This is like just everything you could ever ask for. You don't have a way to like win on the spot, but they can't beat Infinite Life typically. I don't know how they would beat Infinite Life. Like, it might change. It might have changed, but in the past they didn't have a way to beat Infinite Life. I would assume they don't, and if they continue to play it out, well, you know. I will just be here still, but oh my god. White. I shouldn't have put it on that. I shouldn't have put it on that. I should not have put it on that. So much mana. Should have put it on the basic. That's okay. In keeper doesn't. I don't think they can beat Infinite Life. I'm actually like 100% certain now that they can't. This. Well, now we get to do this and company. I'm kind of more curious if they're going to concede to this. Like, maybe they won't. I'm more curious than anything because I will company. All right. They aren't conceding to that, which maybe they have a way to beat Infinite Life. This. I mean, I don't think they do. I mean, I don't matters what we take out here. You want to take out a mana source? I guess I'll take out Innkeeper. I don't really think it matters, but I hate this. All right, well, if they play something in response, I'm gonna pause the video and gain a fuck ton of life, and then we'll be back. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. They definitely can't beat Infinite Life, but I am very curious. Maybe they can. Here. All right, I'll be back. All right, my opponent has said that they're gonna respect that I have Infinite Life. I will respect that they are saying that, but I sure hope so. Sure hope so. I sure hope so. Guess I'm gonna just make my Skyclave big now. Buy them a card draw. Alright. A good draw. That's a draw. Pike Feeder, Conclave Mentor, Skyclave, and I think are here. Take your Yawgmoth. Alright. They conceded! Yay! Let's go! Let's go! Fuck. Man, I hate that I have to like. This is the trouble with playing this deck, right? You get into these points where you feel like it's necessary to do it, but it sucks, right? Literally sucks. Sucks the life out of you. All right, this is definitely a keep. This is a very good hands. One of our best cards actually in the matchup is Auriok Champion. We have yet to see it, but it is one of our better cards in the matchup. And we go turn 1 Temple Garden. I think that's the play. Well, we'll see what happens here. Okay, actually, I'm gonna fetch. Fuck this. Then the deck. Then the deck, he says. Maybe we should have gotten a Temple Garden, just so we can guarantee cast Auriok on turn 2. Like, it's a reasonable choice, right? I hope. I hope. Help me. Name white. Oriak champion. There you go. F6 the turn. I wonder if they can beat Oriak. Probably. Have Torok? Why is that in your deck? But don't discard like feeder. Discard the 2 cards I wanted. Come on, please. Why? Why, SpongeBob? Why? Oh, another like W. Never denying it. Never didn't think we were gonna be drawing it. Alright. Well, we lost our 2 best cards. White, so I can't even block it. I'm gonna die to the beat. Gain the life. Warrock is definitely an interesting in their deck. Yes, auto yield. Gotcha. Clay Apparition. Yes, we're taking out Lord. Alright. Come on, deck. Give me some love. Maybe. You dare top deck a Torok. Oh my god. Alright. I'm upset. I'm upset! I'm physically upset. Okay. Okay, I guess. Yawgmoth's not even good here. Come on. What does Yawgmoth even do? Does nothing. It does nothing. Just kidding. Quite a bit, but yield to the end step here. Yes, I want to gain the life. So how do we win this game? Top decking collected company, probably. That one works. Does the job. We have another. Oh, they can get Dried Arbor. I don't want to attack. Actually, I guess. Alright, now they can't deck us the gain infinite. Well, I guess they have endurance. They said they have endurance. Attacking for 4. Got here. Another Yawgmoth. Sounds God. Good one. That enters the battlefield. Target here. Attack and give this lifelink. Start growing this Oriok champion to be unbeatable. Grow black and red. Yep, okay. Just making sure. Alright. See if they can beat my good old Oriok champion. Probably not. But maybe. Definitely gonna be hard for them. And like, the problem is abrupt deck. This thing is just gonna be huge, right? Start to, I guess this is 4/4 and block. So we need any creature to make this better. Any creature, any collected company. You have a lot of things that actually quite a bit here. Grist is fine. Grist means we can attack and gain life, so. No? Fine. We can just attack, kill Grist here. Feel happy about our situation. And get rid of Dogmoth here, yeah. Go. Ooh, maybe I should have done this. Like, maybe I should have done this after the fact, but because they can't kill this in response. Or they can, but they don't get the Yawgmoth. Or they don't get the 4/4. Okay. Don't get the 4/4. +1/+1 on my Auriok. Kill your thing. Attack your big old beefcake over there. I really thought we were super dead this game, but drawn fairly decently. They've drawn fairly well too. I mean, doesn't really do that much, but I think we're definitely in the better position here. Like, they can't even, like, combo us out, right? Because we have Auriok Champion, and they don't have a way to beat Auriok Champion on the board. So I think we're just winning this game. We just have so many good top decks. So. Save target. Have to do anything. Block with your young wolf. We're allowed to do that. We Necro in. Ballista? They're not. They're in the abyss. I mean, maybe they can get out of this. Takes out 2 walking ballistas. We can still gain infinite life. That's good. We do only have 2 ways to gain infinite life, but if we hit like collected company into Spike Feeder plus the what's it, Conclave Mentor, that's just game over. Infinite damage. Feeder. Funny. Guess we'll put a +1/+1 counter on the Spike Feeder. Attack. They block, we get 2 +1/+1 counters. Be awesome. Alright, yes, auto yield. Put it on Spike Feeder, our boy who can win. And I'm pretty, like, this is a great example of why this is such a good matchup. I mean, we were pretty far behind this game, and we just, like, drew Auriok Champion and then Heliod, and, like, having those 2 on the battlefield, it's basically impossible to lose the game because they just never kill it. Is infinite life good with you again? Question. I can do this, but I really want. Not, that's fine. If they answer me, I'm just gonna. We have about 7 more minutes on the clock compared to them, so. Not answering. Game arbitrary amount. They're probably. Alright, I'll be back. Never mind, they answered me back. Don't even know if I had to cut. They answered me back pretty quickly. 75 life's pretty good too. Pretty happy with 75 life. Another rock. God damn it, I have to keep clicking these auto yields because they keep making me turn off auto yields. Butthole. That was an interesting play there. Player Torok, which does nothing. Blood Artist. Look at that. Who wants to start putting +1/+1 counters on my Utopia Sprawls? That's... second Auriok. Yes. Hey, oh, this is only another. Good. Alright. Attack. You kill Grist. Have to chump block. Oh, this thing has... I didn't realize that thing has... I'm so... Thing has... Yeah, the... Dub! This thing has pro-white, Bob. What am I doing in my life? I'm just being a dumbass. Alright, whatever. It doesn't matter. It was a free attack. Definitely was a free attack, to say the very least. Alright, GG's. That was a painful game. Alright, we're getting to match number 4. I'll see you all there. Painful game. Alright. Last match with this very fun but very painful deck. Alright, this is a decent hand. Doesn't have a second white source, but Thraben Inspector. Fun story about me. I am very dumb, and I did not realize, but... So I started Magic in Dominaria, right? And like I would watch these old videos before I got into playing Modern and whatnot. And I would see, you know, oh, Thraben Inspector, you know, this is a card I never played with. I thought it was like a really cool card that was, you know, back in the day, it was a standard powerhouse. And the whole time I thought it was like a bulldog. Like from a distance, I always thought it was a bulldog. And like it was the same thing with like Matter Shaper or Matter Reshaper. I think that's how you say it. Whatever, it's Matter or Mana Reshaper. I don't know which one it is, but I always thought it was the other way around. I know that I always thought it was wrong. Or I was always wrong with how to say it, but yeah. Alright, Spike Feeder it is. This seems like an abysmal matchup. Long story short, I don't think we can win this one, but we'll see. I guess I should turn off audios. Yeah, these decks are pretty tough matchups for us for a few reasons, but Burn 6 is a monster, to say the very least. Going to discard, wow. Discards the land, cool. Oh, there's Spike Feeder. Oh my god. Spike Feeder? How can they ever beat a Spike Feeder? The unbeatable Spike Feeder. Yeah, because the infinite life usually doesn't do anything. Alright, remove a life, remove a life. Alright. Well, I think we're dead, folks. How do we win? Guess we're jamming another Spike Feeder. Yeah, these are the tough matchups. These are the hard ones where you kind of have to combo before they do anything, and they're just more consistent because they're a blue deck. So, and they have, you know, the best card in Modern, which is funnily good against your deck. So, pretty tough. Pretty tough. Dwarven Mine, the unbeatable Dwarven Mine. Okay, Fable. Alright, I mean, could have been worse, I guess. Enclave Mentor. I mean, I guess this is our plan. It's not a good plan, but we'll go Conclave Mentor, Arbor Elf, Seiko. Yeah. This is our plan. It's not a good plan by any means, but it is our plan. Yep. Can we win? I'm gonna put our percentages very low right now. They can what can they Indomitable Creativity for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they can do it for X equals 4. I guess they only have 3 targets. They can just do it for 3, which is, I mean, it's not very good. Not good. Yep. All right. You got us. Yep. I'm not beating that. Oh, I'm good. I'm good, son. I'm good. I'm good. All right. So we definitely want Veils, I think. That's probably it, really. This is a very bad matchup. Oh, Gaddock Teague's good-ish. Not great, but, I mean, it's okay. And then we can bin out these Auriok champions, I guess. Auriok's not the best. It's like fine-ish in this matchup. It is B tier. These Indomitable Creativity decks, it's like this is what they want to play against, is like dirty bullshit decks that just don't do anything. Yes, this hand's fine. It's not that good, but these dirtily do nothing horrible green-white decks, if they could play against us every day of the week, they would. This is, yeah. Oh, well, that was best draw deck. That was a good one. That was a good one. Talking about good Magic cards, Heliod is up there for probably one of our best draws in the deck. All right, Renin 6 down tick on Arbor Elf equals fun. Yep, sounds about right. Hey, look at that! Good draws. We're going places. We're winning, son. Are you winning, son? We are. Hey, we actually might steal a game from this deck. It's like damn near impossible, but cards are really. Yes. Acting right. Let's say it is. I don't know if it is, but I guess it is because they let it happen. Guess maybe we should have held up there. In case they hit Archon here. I don't think they have. Not blocking here. You don't want to block with Conclave. Archon. Drum roll. Like we are. Alright, how do we win this game? Top decking a collected company. That's actually a game that we can win. So I guess we will do that. That is our out. Just top decking. That does nothing. Yep. All right. All right. Yeah, that's a horrible matchup. Not very shocked that we lost that one. So deck is fine. I think the problem is the deck's just, it doesn't have anything new. Like we are in this like era of Modern Horizons cards being by far the best thing that you can be doing. And as you can tell, there are 2 Modern Horizon cards in the entire 75. This deck's just way too, it's just like, I think you need to be playing maybe Esper Sentinel, try that out. I don't know. You need to be trying something new in this deck. I think Kessig, this deck's fine. I don't think it's bad. I think it is a solid C tier deck that it could spike a tournament. It can go 0-5. It can 3-2. It can 5-0. It has the capability. You need the right matchups. I think also not maxing out on pro red creatures like Auriok or maybe even like 4 Sanctifiers in the main to kind of get that free win against against Murktide is kind of incorrect. I think I'd rather Sanctifier than Auriok in the main. I know the life gain's synergistic, but I just think Sanctifier is a little bit better. Or maybe you want to go like a 2-2 split or something. As for, where this deck can go, I'm thinking, honestly, you could play Urza's Saga. I don't think it would be completely unreasonable in this deck. I think you need a little extra oomph. I don't think this deck 2-for-1's enough. I think the problem is the format got a lot more fair, and this deck, while is okay against fair decks because it has, some good sticky threats, it's also kind of bad because, you have essentially half your deck is mana sources, right? And when half your deck is mana sources and the other half are not very good creatures, counterspelling the key threats when you're playing up against Murktide is kind of a problem, right? So I don't think this is the best build of the deck. I think you need to expand and change a little bit. I think maybe going Urza's Saga would be somewhat reasonable. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can think of out of the new MH2 cards. Nothing really like hits me right in the head. Nothing like coming to the top of the mind, but yeah, I think you need to. There's some things that need to be changed. I think Urza Saga is a good one. I think maybe Sanctifier main is a good one, and then I don't know from there. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed the Infinite Life deck. It's always a fun one to play. This is one of my, I love this deck. I think it's a very fun deck to play. I really appreciate Kessig for you being a patron. Big shout outs to you and all my patrons. And if you want to check it out, I mean, it's definitely, I definitely appreciate everyone for watching. Like, I really do. It allows me to, have YouTube and like content creation be my job in college. And yeah, that's just like literally the best thing ever, right? I get to play Magic and don't have to work a shitty fast food job. I mean, I do work my ass off to produce videos. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's a lot more fun and a lot more, I don't know, it's a lot better for me. It teaches me a lot more, and I really appreciate you guys. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next one, and I hope you all enjoy it. See y'all.